Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Hesitation Station podcast. I am Jay, along with my co-host Tank. How's it going, buddy?
My thumb hurts, and I don't know why.
Because you stretch. Like, did you pop your thumbs?
No, I think I peeled my fingernail back too far. Oh well.
That was
I'll be
your own
all right.
fault. That was your own
I'm
dumb
blaming
fault.
you.
We are.
I'm blaming you, big dog.
You'd be fine. I can just sip on this tea while you blame me.
You know what? I'll sip on this Coke Zero.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we got a new guest today. So, as you guys know, we are doing a giveaway for Rangerstop, 2 free tickets, and we are very excited we can announce that we will be there working it as well. So, we're very excited to go there. Very excited to meet you all. Very excited to meet everybody there. So, I decided to go out on a limb and get somebody from Rangerstop. And guess what? They answered back.
It actually worked.
It actually works. So,
you
ladies and
pulled
gentlemen,
your voodoo magic.
I got puppet strings on my fingers. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. DJ Marvel, the official DJ of Rangerstop.
Hey, Joel, your favorite DJ? What's up, big guy?
How you guys doing?
How you doing, man?
Good. I am digging the shades.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Part of the branding. Have to show up correct.
Yeah. You gotta look good for the part.
Oh, absolutely.
Gotta let them know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, I would have rocked no hat, but I haven't shaved, so I've been rocking a baldy since November, and I've got that. Now my hair decides that it wants to grow fast, of course. So,
I mean, dude,
it's about to be summertime.
If it makes you feel any type of better, my buzzer broke, so I can't shave right now until I get paid. So,
oh man, yeah, no, I bought one of those. I forgot what skull shaver it was, but I caught it and it ended up being like $30, and it doesn't irritate my skin or anything like that. So, did that, and then just for my beard, I have one of those Norelco one blades. It was like $20 on Amazon. So for the price of less than one haircut, I have all the grooming equipment I need to just maintain.
Understandable.
Yeah, man.
So, man, DJ, how long you been a DJ, dude?
Oh man, so I have been a DJ since 2004. I started when I was 17. It was my first job ever. It was at a skating rink in a suburb of Cincinnati. It's Loveland. Shout out to the #1 place to skate in the tri-state, Castle Skateland out of Loveland, Ohio. They gave me my first job, my first even just opportunity to even learn this stuff, and loved it. And kind of just it was touch and go for a while. Just kind of was into it, would mess around every once in a while, but then got really serious in 2012. Got a really nice board or controller. Just really tried to take it serious, but then my other passion, which is tech, mobile tech, cell phones, things like that, really took over. So I ended up putting DJing on the back burner for like 3 years.
Yeah.
To just do all the tech stuff. And then in 2015, I was just I just had a moment, and I'm just like, man, I really want to perform, and some things lined up. I won't say lined up. I was looking at other jobs and got caught looking at other jobs. And so they took proactive measures and fired me. But I had a really nice 401k stashed. I had a nice savings, and I had a really good resume where I really wasn't worried about it. I could get a job just like that. So I used that 401k money and really invested in myself, got speakers, got a controller, worked on branding, all of that. And 2015 was just getting myself out there. And 2016 was the first year that I did Rangerstop proper in Orlando. And I just needed an opportunity. I just need them. I tell everybody, I just need you to crack the door open and I will take care of the rest.
Yeah.
And
how did you end up becoming the Rangerstop DJ? Like, how did that come about?
I mean, really just taking it serious.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously it doesn't sound like that's something where you're like, oh my God, that sounds like a lot of fun. And it is. There are way less fun jobs out there than being a DJ, right?
Yeah.
But everything has to be right. I mean, that's me practicing, that's investing in new equipment, that's staying a student to the game, being humble. And I know being humble is very much one of those things that people who blatantly aren't humble just throw out there. But I really am, because as quick as this happened, it can go away. Yeah. And so I'm always just proving myself, reproving myself. Every year is a reset for me. And it was just a consistent, great performance. And then I just kind of talked to the powers that be and said, hey, do you care if I take on this title? Since, you know, I think that I feel like I've earned it. I feel like you feel like I've earned it if I were to bring it up. And they said, of course. So 2019, that's when that happened, where I got the title. That's when I became the official DJ for Rangerstop. But I mean, it was just grinding out, making sure that I'm on time to stuff, setting up, trying to be a consummate pro when I need to be a consummate pro, not being a douche. That definitely helps. Not thinking that this makes me better than anybody. Just the basic stuff, just being decent and doing my job. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah. That's one thing that I think a lot of people forget over time is they'll get a leg up, and not saying it happens with everybody, because I mean it don't. Some people, such as yourself, can remember where they come from, so to speak. Can remember that, hey, it came really quick, but it can also go away just as fast. Yeah. But you've got a lot of people out there that will get into a good job or a good spot, or, you know, working their dream, whatever. And it's like, as soon as they start and get their foot in the door and they're in there working, they're like, oh yeah, I'm better than everybody. I can't stand those kind of people.
Man, I can't tell you how many times I've run into other DJs that kind of have that attitude, kind of let that jealousy kind of overtake that number one goal, where you kind of see the main thing in the main thing. And for me, you talk about not forgetting where you came from. Like, that's something that I say all the time. Never forget where you came from. Never forget where you came from. Like, so I'm still really, really cool with the family that own that skating rink that I was talking to you about. Like, there'll be nights where I'll have an amazing gig at a con, and I'm just sitting there, and I'll bust out my phone and shoot out a text to them, just saying like, yo, without y'all even giving me the opportunity, none of this other stuff is happening. And that's very important to me. It's very important not to get drunk off of the fame, if you can even call it that. Like, it's still weird when people are like, hey, we want you on a podcast, or Rangerstop and Pop last year. Yeah, I know. I'm just like, really? Like, all right. Like, not even really like in a bad way, but like, of all the people that you could, you know what I mean? In my head, it's just like, me?
I don't understand. So we just had a guy named Dad King Game last week on here. And I got him on because he was nice. He wasn't a douche to me. He took time out to be like, hey man, I care what you say. I mess with you. And I invited him on, and he's like, you've had Nakia, you've had Donald Duck, you've had Sasuke, you had all these grade A people. Why do you want me? I was like, because you wasn't a dick. You were cool. I don't care how, me and him, we don't care how small, how big you are. We want to experience people. We want
The
people.
fun
Whoever.
thing, yeah. The sorry, I didn't
I
mean to
wasn't
cut you
talking
off.
or anything.
No, you're fine. The fun thing about us is if we vibe with you,
Mhm.
you're fine.
Which is how it
he
should be.
shortens it. He shortened it a lot. Thank you.
You're welcome. He likes to go on tangents,
Yeah.
and we'll loop the circle 57 times before he finally
Before we get to the point.
Hey man, I'm guilty of that too. You can ask my wife. I got to make sure that point hits home. Damn it! Like,
yeah, you need to make sure it's there, dude.
Yep.
I get it.
Absolutely.
You know, and we're not big. Obviously, our numbers are not huge right now. Right now, keyword.
Yep.
But dude, me and Tank told each other this when I was over at his place. We never thought in a million years we would be working at one of the biggest Power Ranger conventions there is. Never.
Yeah, you know what? Kind of to circle back to what you were saying, my mom told me something at a very young age that I tell a lot of people, that I tell myself, that I tell my friends, my wife, everybody. Life is so much easier when people like you. When people like you, people are willing to go out of their way more so than they would anybody else, just off the strength of them knowing, like, yeah, this dude or this girl or this human is super solid. They are a dope human being. I want to help them. Like, they're doing it because they want to, which is completely different than just, oh yeah, no, I'll see what I can do. Whereas if it's you, it's like, yeah, nah, let's see what we can do. And that is probably the best advice I've ever gotten, period.
It's the whole thing about being genuine. You know, going back to the not getting trapped in the fame and everything. There's a difference between getting caught up in the moment and letting it get to your head versus getting caught in it and being proud of it. You can be proud of what you're doing. There's nothing stopping you from that. But when you let it go too far and you start putting other people down just because of the position you find yourself in or the situation that you're in, that I think is when it starts having the negative effects, because then you stop being genuine. You stop remembering, when you first started, you didn't have nothing. You might have had, like, as a DJ, you might have had a super small controller, 2 speakers, and a small stand. But now you've got $15,000 worth of equipment playing big gigs, and I mean, as long as you remember where you came from and you keep knowing that you had help getting to where you are, and you're genuine about how you feel, I think the sky's the limit, my
guy. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I had somebody ask me, like, why do I have my wife at shows? And I'm like, well, because I want her to experience this. But also, and this is a secondary reason, in 2021, she decided that my Christmas gift was going to be a new DJ controller, because I was kind of kicking around the idea, but I really didn't need one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But then she's like, I had an issue with, it was Lexington 2021. It was in September. And I found out literally 30 minutes before the after party started that I was also doing an opening set for Young MC. He was coming there. He was going to perform at the after party. He was a guest at the show.
Mm-hmm.
And within the first 5 minutes, I'm getting warmed up. There's not that many people in the room, thank God, because my software just froze.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh no. And I'm like, well, I can't freak out. Gotta stay on the mic. I just need to reboot the software. It'll take 30 seconds. Just talk to the people, make a joke out of it. It'll be all right. Did that. Music's going. Kill the set. Young MC performs. It goes off without a hitch. after that. So
Yeah.
we thought that there was something going on with my controller. So she's like, well, I was going to see if you wanted a DJ controller for Christmas. So, we can make it an early Christmas gift. And I got my DJ controller then. And the fact that she was just like, I'm going to invest in you. Yeah, that's also when I decided like, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna propose. And did. Yeah, like it, but I say all that to say she invested in me, and not even just money. Like the money is secondary. It's the fact that that she believed in me enough to where it's like, yeah, of course I will throw this $1,900 for this controller, and it's not a problem because I know that you're going to be great. And it's like, yeah, I want her to see everything. I want her to experience everything that comes with this. Why would I leave her behind if she's willing to like invest in this dream, this crazy dream that she doesn't have to. She didn't have to do that, right? And I would have figured it out. Like, it's not like it's a, oh my God, I would be nowhere without her, but it's still just the idea of I've never had like a potential partner or a partner that like believed in me like that to where they're just willing to be like, yeah, no, I support this. I know that you're going to be great and I want to help. That's a beautiful thing. But I just don't get some of these dudes. Like, I know a dude that used to swear up and down that his wife would never come with him to a gig, blah, 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 and talked about how she's a distraction and how my wife was going to be a distraction too and all this other stuff. And like, now I don't know what dude's doing. And it's like, dog, you could have just been anything other than what you were. And and I say that not to shit on anybody. They're just cautionary tales for people, because when you step correctly and you step like a decent human being and you are approachable, a lot of good things come out of that, rather than thinking that you are at the top, nobody can catch you, because that also leads to complacency, and complacency is very dangerous, especially in this day and age.
You get stagnant, it all goes downhill.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all guys need to stop using big words.
Sorry.
No, you guys. Just messing. Well, I mean, yeah, it's the same thing with my wife. She comes to us with both our wives. Actually, they come to us with us to cons, and my wife has very bad social anxiety, but she still goes. She still goes because our wives are best friends. We're best friends, and we support each other, and the support's still there. So, I mean, it's the fact that your wife supports you that's a big, big difference for a lot of people. The other half is kind of like, and do your little hobby. I don't care. But
it's sorry.
No, it's fine. You just keep doing it. It's cool. And
I'm sorry.
I wanna also say real quick, the funny thing when I saw you on live Instagram. I saw your name and I just laughed at your name, because I used to be a DJ back when I was, younger. I'd say about 18 or 20. And I went by DJ J Marvel, because that is my name, is Jay and then Marvel, because I loved Marvel. And I was just like,
that's funny.
So I was just funny. Like, oh man. Oh, the memory.
Ain't that your handle for some of your socials?
Yes. So
Marvel.
My Facebook name is J Marvel, like Jay, then the spelling. That is, I guess, my alter ego, whatever you want to fucking call it. I don't know.
Yeah.
So most people don't know this, so I'm going to tell everybody this while I have the chance. So listen close, because I'm probably not going to repeat it again. So right. My real name is Jalen. I don't go by Jalen very often, but I go by Jay. So I was just like, you know what? That's what we're going by when we started this podcast. So that's what I
Until
did.
you're in front of his mom and call him anything other than John.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fun.
Our buddy
So much
John
fun.
Swayze knows about that.
Man, speaking of, you said like I love you. Part of your DJ name was because you love Marvel. So when I came up with this name finally, and I believe it was 2011, and I was DJing with my buddy, who goes by Mr. Fantastic. Salute to him. One of my best friends. Like super solid dude, great DJ out here in Cincinnati. Like really good dude. And we DJ'd together 2011 to 2012. And the reason that I went with it was because I would always DJ in this black and red X-Men track jacket that I got from Hot Topic in like 2007. And then I doubled down on it and I thought I was doing something until I'm just like, if I'm going to be professional, I need to get some professional shit, right? But I went to FYE and they had these cans and it had a bunch of Marvel comic covers on the cans. And then obviously the Marvel emblem on the band. And so I'm like, oh, this works out perfectly. I'm going to lean into this. And so that's where it kind of started. And yes, I love Marvel, but obviously with branding and I should say rebranding at this time.
Yeah.
we've
gone away from all of that, but that is how that started. So that's really funny that that's where that started for you.
Marvel's over here like cease and desist.
Yeah, they know good and damn well that ain't nobody getting us confused with Marvel Studios. Like,
right.
They ain't Nintendo or Disney.
Oh, dude, Nintendo. Okay. If you were DJ Nintendo, they would come for you within an instant.
Yeah, Nintendo doesn't play. I don't want those problems.
No, the one dude, there was one guy on YouTube, he did a tribute to Mario, and Nintendo ended up sending him a lawsuit and being like, hey, you need to chill out, you're getting sued. And I'm just like, dude, just for a tribute? God.
Yeah.
There was Wizard of the Coasts, the people that make Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
Apparently, now I don't know if this is 100% true or not, so take this with a grain of salt. There was a guy that got like sleeves of uncut cards shipped to his house of one of the newest sets. They sent the SWAT team.
Oh, I did hear
to old dude's house.
That was crazy. Yeah. But the problem is too, I have a few friends that play Magic. So apparently the problem with the newer sets of Magic cards is that when they're being sold, they don't have a suggested retail price. Yeah. So there are some new sets where your card shops and your comic book shops can just set the price to whatever the hell they want, because Wizards of the Coast didn't set a suggested retail price. Now, I don't know if that's for all of them. I know that there was I know for a lot of the crossover sets where they do crossovers with different,
like Fallout and all that.
Yeah. I know that those didn't have any. I don't know if the regular sets don't either, but that was wild. And I'm just like, man. But also, was it one of those things where he just kind of kept it quiet, or was he trying to cut the cards, sell the cards, do some shit that he has no business doing that calls attention to himself? And now Wizards of the Coast is like, yo, who is this dude and how do you get our stuff? And it's like, nah, we got to get this back. And then all that. So I would like to know more details, because if they just knew that they shipped it over there and he didn't do anything, there's a better way to handle that. No. If he's putting the shit on Facebook Marketplace, then maybe you needed the SWAT team, because why are you calling that type of attention to yourself at that point?
I like how as soon as you say Facebook Marketplace, his phone goes ding.
Hey man, I'm a Facebook Marketplace ping.
Oh man, that
found
was
so many
great.
deals on Marketplace. It's not even funny.
They got some good stuff on there. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, and people just sell and when stuff is legit, which I mean, all you need is a little common sense. Like
Yeah.
rule 1, don't ever buy AirPods of any type off of Facebook Marketplace. 9 times out of 10,
That's the
people
problem.
have.
I don't have common sense.
Well,
You
here's the
really
common sense. Don't buy AirPods. Don't buy AirPods, AirPods Pros, Maxes, none of them, because a lot of people can get their hands on counterfeit ones very easily.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just some
If you
things
want
that
AirPods, just go to Walmart or something.
For real.
Yeah. Like
well,
I
I got what is it? It's wireless earbuds. It looks like AirPods, but they're not. But they're the on ones, and they sound great. I paid like, what did I pay for them? Like $20-$30, and they're great. I love them.
Yeah, so I got sucked into this Apple vortex when I changed my DJing laptop to a Mac. So now my DJing laptop's a Mac. I have an iPhone, and my just daily driver computer is a 13-inch MacBook Pro. And so I'm kind of sucked into this thing, the walled garden. That's what we'll call it.
The Apple whirlpool.
Yeah, and I hate how convenient it is, but I wanted some AirPod Maxes because my ears don't like earbuds. Over time, they just end up either feeling like they're going to fall out or they hurt like hell. So I got to use cam. And so I wanted some AirPod Maxes, looked on Marketplace. All of them look sketchy. I caught these at Micro Center on an open box, and they had them for almost a year. And I got them for $229. They're like $529 headphones, which I would never pay $530 for headphones. But yeah, just searching right place, right time. Like, oh yeah, I'll do that. And I know they're real.
My mom got, when I was 20, like it was my 20th birthday or my 21st, my mom got me some Beats, and I left them somewhere, and I think they got stolen. But dude, I love those Beats so much. They were perfectly, like, they were loud. Like, I'm the type of person that I want my ears to blow out. Like, I want to hear the music like, that's what I want.
Yeah, I know that wants your brain to vibrate.
Yeah,
I need like even. So like my DJing headphones are loud, and they have enough bass. But my problem that I have found, because I did used to DJ with Beats, I've got a pair of Beats down. I have a ton of headphones. Like I have a sick amount of headphones for a person who only has one head. Right. So like,
he's a Hydra.
Yeah, no, like it's like, so I have these. I have my DJing headphones, which are not Bluetooth or anything. They're just corded. I have some Sony WH-1000 MX4s, and I have Beats Studio 3s downstairs. So like just a dumbass amount of headphones, and I can only and these. So like just a dumbass amount of headphones for a person who can't use all of them at the same time.
How does the Sony sound? Are they any good?
Sony sound really good, and the battery life's really good, and they're light.
Oh, okay.
These sound really good. The battery life is pretty good. The noise canceling is really good. They're just super heavy because they're metal.
My headphones I'm wearing right now are Razors.
Oh, that's good. The microphone that I'm using right now is a Razer.
That sounds good, because you were telling me earlier you were going in to check your sound, and I mean, you sound great to me at least.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I was about to do like a whole convoluted setup. Like, so actually it's right here. So I have this, which is just like a little 4-channel USB mixer, and I was going to plug a corded mic into it. But when I stream my DJ sets, I have this Razer USB mic, and I'm like, why don't I just use that? Because that'll probably be way easier. I'll have way more room. I won't be tethered to a cable. And so I did that.
Simplicity.
I was making shit way harder than it needed to be.
So he does that too.
It's the other way. You were right the first time.
No, just point that way.
No. The other way. Other way. There you go. Dumb fuck. Anyway.
Do you see where my finger's pointing?
Yes, it's pointing toward me.
Yeah, he did that the second time.
Huh?
This is pointing towards you.
No.
Everything's reversed in the camera.
Oh, motherfucker. Ain't that about
I do that on stream too, where I want to do over here and I think I'm over here, but then everybody's like, what are you pointing at? And the thing I'm pointing at is like over here, and I'm like, bro, I hate this.
So DJ, I think we're doing good so far. So now let's talk about you. I want to hear about you. Let's know about DJ Marvel, and if you whatever you feel comfortable with sharing with us.
All right.
You have a cat.
I have two.
What? Oh, you have two cats.
Want another one?
No.
I tried, Jay. I know you're trying to get rid of some.
I'm gonna guess his name. It's simply since it's a Marvel. I'm gonna go with Matt.
No, it's so we have two, Dash and Marvel. Dash was when we got him as a kitten, he was just kind of running all over the place, getting into everything. And Marvel was a little more reserved. I was going to name him Ranger, but then I was just like, everybody does that with their cat in this fandom. I'm not doing that. And I'm like, I'm quasi-famous. I should just name my cat after me. Right? And so I'm like, Marvel. He's my namesake. And yeah, so we got him January of 2021. And yeah, they were born in October 2020. So yeah, they're going to be 4 years old this year.
Nice.
So yeah,
I got newly born ones right now. I got 12 cats in my house.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
How'd you pull that off?
Well, two of them got pregnant and they each had 4. So
man, you didn't listen to Bob Barker and get those pets spayed or neutered?
No, he didn't.
And no, I don't have the money.
Oh man, you have to look around, like, because a lot of the all jokes aside, like in the future, if you ever get into that, a lot of the humane societies, they'll do that for like $25, anywhere between $25 and $40, because their whole thing is making sure that the population stays down, where you don't have a bunch of feral cats or just unhomed dogs running around and potentially spreading disease if they catch a disease, since they're obviously going to be unvaccinated and all of that. They're just born and just left somewhere, right? So if you look around at like your SPCAs, any animal humane societies, and see what they can do as far as spaying and neutering, they typically will give you a pretty decent deal on that, because that helps them too. Yeah, like that helps their goal. So yeah, like you can get a cat spayed or neutered for like $40 at some places. So yeah, look in the future, like if you're ever presented with that again, just do a quick Google search on that.
I still got to get them spayed. I haven't got them spayed yet. So
no, do it. Like when you get done, check it out. I'm not saying that it's 100%. I just know out here they take that really serious, and they have a ton of deals where it's like I'll pay $40 for a shitty meal. I could pay $40 to help control the pet population if I have a pet. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I've spent we've all spent $40 on some dumb shit. Like
so he knows all about it.
Oh no, I do too, which goes into the second thing about me. I collect, and it is it's a very sick obsession, but it could, I tell my mom and I tell my wife all the time, it could be heroin. So I think that's phase one.
I told my mom it could be cocaine.
No, I tell my mom that all the time. I'm like, there's a mother with a child who has bigger problems than me buying a $400 figure that would trade places with you in a heartbeat. Yeah. I think y'all need to hold this dub. But I collect primarily Power Rangers, but I've also gone into Hot Toys, which is very unnecessarily expensive. You got what? Pops? Yeah. Are those all Pops? And
those are all Naruto Pops.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, that's fine. So, I've got.
He just straight up moved it.
Oh, all right. Look at that. All right. I saw that saw that golden power staff back there.
Yeah.
You should get it signed, bud.
I got his autograph on the Dragon Shield Red Ranger Pop.
I would show you my Power Ranger stuff right here. I got all the helmets and all the stuff signed from the OG, but every time I like turn my computer, it will cut off. So
mine is over. Like I have all the Lightning Collection morphers and my Zords and stuff are downstairs, but I do have this.
This is my baby.
Nice.
Oh, what's that?
So this is a book, and it's a custom book. So once upon a time in the 90s, everybody would sell things. So like, you know how MLMs are now? MLMs are actually were actually mad popular in the 90s. So your Pamper Chef parties, things like that. But people would sell these custom books. And so my mom for Christmas got me this book, and inside it's me and my friends help the Power Rangers fight Goldar. And my name is all through the book. Cool. And but here's the cool part. It had blank covers, front cover, back cover, on the inside were blank. So when I started going to conventions and really getting into this scene, I'm like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have every Ranger sign this that was in this season. So just to show you there. So there's the first cover. We've got Jason right here. God bless the dead. Walt's up there. David Yost is on there. Austin's on there. My little big sis Karen's down here, right there. Mm-hmm. We got Kerrigan, who did the voice for Goldar, right there. And then on the back, which we have Amy Jo right there. We got Johnny, Robert Axelrod again. God bless the dead.
Wow.
RV signed it. Kat signed it. Steve, my guy, Cardenas for everybody. He signed it over there, and then David Fielding signed it over here at the top. So I literally got everybody to sign this book.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
dude. So what I'm hearing is we're gonna go to Cincinnati and we're gonna commit a breaking and entering, and we're gonna grab that book.
Right? I mean, you can, but it's gonna be worthless to you because most of the autographs are personalized. But
so
and the book is personalized, and all I have to tell them is, hey, like just look for the book. Also,
look for the book.
Also, I have a camera in my hallway, so.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind.
Speaking of phenomenal pieces, I'm still not entirely sure as to where I got this.
Okay.
How?
Shut up. I hate you. Get away.
What?
I know what you're about to pull out.
What are you about to pull out?
What am I pulling out?
You know.
Oh.
The coin?
Just go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Are you talking about the coin?
Yeah, the coin.
No, I know where I got. No, it's not the coin.
Well, then never mind.
No, I mean, I'll show him that if he would like, but no.
Was it like a
No, it's a sealed box set of the Power Ranger trading cards.
That's so funny because one of the guys who owns one of the toy store spots that I go to, he has a box of the Series 2.
See, I don't know
right now, and I've been like contemplating getting them and just opening the packs and buying a binder to put them all in order.
I don't know what series it is though. Like it's got 1996 on the back.
On, put it up on the screen again.
Can't really see it. There we go. 18 count.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's factory sealed, and on the back it says for box sales only.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's like a weird. Is it like 18 packs in it?
Yeah, there's 18 count box, 6 Power Ranger trading cards per pack.
That might just be something they repackaged because the ones that I know that typically the Power Rangers. See, now I got to look this up. This is the collector in me, but I'm almost positive that the Power Ranger trading card packs had like 8 or 9.
Well, this one, I'm assuming that it's like, the store would get them.
Yeah.
And then put it out on display, like cut it open, put them out on display, and sell the packs themselves.
Yeah, but
That's
even
what I'm
then,
thinking.
those boxes typically have like 30 packs in them, not 8. That's just a weird count for 18. I mean, that's still cool.
Right.
I've never seen that.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not even
each box.
sure.
Yeah, so each pack comes with 7 cards. So this is the series 1. 7 cards, a power foil etched card, and a power cap, so a pog.
Yeah.
And each box had 36 packs.
Oh.
So I wonder if that was just like a repackaged thing that they were doing to move inventory. Because I mean, I could definitely see them doing that with a lot of Power Ranger stuff, especially when they started changing the season every year.
Yeah.
Speaking of DJ,
What's
you
up?
said that you got your little big sister in there.
Mm-hmm.
I just recently got her autograph. Look at this.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Yep. I got this helmet made by our buddy Grant. That's also in Humble Enterprises and the Humble Show.
Okay.
And he 3D printed that, and she was very gracious to sign that. And I've met her and Nakia Baris, and dude, they're awesome.
Yeah, no, I love them to death. Oh, here's one that hold on, I gotta go to my closet to get it because
you got to go to the closet.
Yeah, this
Dun,
one.
dun, dun.
Actually, I'm going to show you guys something that's definitely not Power Rangers related, but it's still really cool, in my opinion.
I'm down for that.
I like cool things.
All right. So, first thing, Darkwing Duck was one of my all-time favorite cartoons. So,
Big
I
fan
had
of
the
that.
box sets and Jim Cummings signed.
Oh,
that's cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm
So
the terror that flaps in the night.
Yes, I have on our refrigerator. God, I have a Darkwing Duck and Nega Duck figure that they released. I forgot the name of the company, but I have those on our refrigerator. But this, Power Rangers the movie. It's not
that the soundtrack?
No, it's the movie Laserdisc.
What? Laser?
Yeah. Wow.
They didn't.
Yeah.
The movie?
Yep. And then so Karen, she signed that for me. Salute to her. And then I got Paul Freeman's autograph for Ivan.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yep. And got it certified and all that. So
hell yeah, man.
More on this.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I just randomly found a copy of the movie on Laserdisc. And I was like, I have to have this because I have it on
I need that.
I have it on VHS. I have the Sega Genesis game up there. Like, I need this. And I'm like, I wonder if I can find a Laserdisc player. I have not been able to find a Laserdisc player. So,
yes. So speaking of what Jay was talking about earlier, I wasn't going to show it, but he ended up bringing it up.
Yeah.
So I got the tribute coin that they did at Fayetteville Comic-Con for JDF last
awesome.
year.
I've been trying to take that a lot.
They came out with it, and I was like, yep, I need that.
Yeah, I am trying to find a screen use coin, and I might have a Connect for one. And I'm not going to get into the screen use prop game because that is just
expensive as hell.
A financial undertaking, the likes of which my wife would kill me for. And she's pretty patient about that stuff. So if I know that she would kill me for it, like it's just unnecessarily expensive. But I do want like a power coin or something.
Yeah.
Just so I can just have it. Just to have just a little piece. And I might have.
I have a dream that's probably not going to get realized. just because of timing.
Okay.
So I have the Green Ranger Funko Pop autographed by JDF.
Okay.
That this man was gracious enough to get signed for me.
Hi.
Awesome.
And then I found out at Power Morphicon this year, Shiro Utsumi is going to be there.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, he played Burai, which was the Dragon Ranger, in Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger, which is what Power Rangers is based off of. So I had a dream of getting my Funko Pop signed by him as well. But I got too many trips in them going on, so I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying desperately to make Morphicon happen.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I just don't like. I think literally it's just flights and maybe hotel, and even then,
So,
the hotel figured
buddy,
out it's just flights.
buddy, old
Pow.
great man, Mr. Wonderful DJ. If you do manage to go, let me know, and I will happily mail my Funko Pop to you and give you money to get it autographed.
All right,
You can meet Shiro, that's fine. I just want it autographed.
Yeah, no, that's completely fine. If I am there and I can do it, I will do it.
I will obviously pay it, and if I can, I will just toss you some extra money for your troubles.
I appreciate that.
I do want to say two things real quick. Since y'all guys are going off on Sentai stuff. Man, if y'all talk about Sentai, y'all
have
guys
you watched any of the Sentai?
No, I've watched Power Rangers.
You need to.
I haven't either. And
nice.
I'm American.
I just want Jesus Christ. You gotta broaden your horizon.
Yeah.
This is the man that goes to a Chinese restaurant and eats pizza.
That's crazy. All right. I'm gonna put these up. I'm still listening because these are wireless. But
okay.
I'm gonna forget.
We are going to Rangerstop, and it is our first time ever going there. So can you tell us anything about what to expect, beside Power Rangers, about what to expect going?
Well, we have a new hotel that we're doing it at, and it's a very swanky hotel. It's the Omni Atlanta Hotel. It's at Centennial Park. So it's so last year for Rangerstop and Pop, the wife's born day was the first day of the con. So after I got done with my set, I made reservations for one of those fans. I think it was McCormick and Schmick's for her born day, and it's in that area there, and it's a really nice area. Centennial Park is awesome. So the hotel is going to be fire, right? The guest list is going to be super fire, and you mentioned Power Rangers, but the beautiful thing about Rangerstop and Pop is that it's not just Power Rangers. Are there Power Rangers there? Absolutely. It's not but it's not just Power Rangers. So all the voice actors for the Ninja Turtles are going to be there.
Yeah, I'm so excited. And Zuko's going to be there.
We have.
Sorry, I got excited. My bad.
No, please don't apologize.
Chun-Li's, the voice actors for Chun-Li's going to be there, so I can get my morphed Chun-Li action figure signed.
Yep. There you go. Yeah, no. So I think that's the number one thing is to don't let the Rangerstop and Pop fool you. It's not just Power Rangers. It's going to be a lot of stuff. And then I'm going to be doing lobby DJing sets, so you'll hear me typically in the morning for like 3 or 4 hours. Doing my thing, and then there are events each night, Friday and Saturday. There's a party on Saturday night after the VIP dinner. So the VIP dinner, you need the VIP badge and all that. The party afterwards, the way that we have been doing it, which I want to say don't quote me on it, but I'm about 99% sure this is how we're doing it. Once the party starts, everybody's welcome.
Oh, nice.
So it's not just a VIP party. It's everybody can come in, dance, have a good time, all that good stuff. The dinner, however, is just for VIPs, which everybody can get VIP tickets at rangerstopatlanta.com if you are interested in that. But
I'll do that later.
But yeah, I mean, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. It's not just Rangers. You're going to meet a whole bunch of people. It's in Atlanta, which is an awesome city. Man, it's just going to be a good time, man. I think you guys will have a really good time, and especially with you guys doing what you're doing for the Children's Miracle Network. On top of that, I think that'll also get you guys a lot of traffic because people. What I can say about this fandom is that people do like helping people. So I think that'll be big for you guys, but I think it'll just be a fun time. And yeah, I mean, you may or may not see me at some crazy hour of the night wandering around the hotel with people. Like it'll be fun. It's gonna be a fun time.
Now we have a couple media passes, and they told us, hey, we can give you 2, and it'll get you into some of the events. Do you know what all is entailed with the media passes? Or
I do not, but if you send an email, I think it's just Rangerstop and Pop at gmail.com. They can answer that better than I can. Yeah, they can answer that better than I can because, like I said, my guess would be that doesn't include the VIP dinner.
Yeah.
But again, I am not the final say on that. So,
I just want to clarify, which is fine. We're good without VIP. The fact that we are working there and we have media passes, I'm happy.
Oh yeah, I'm just excited to be there.
Oh yeah, no. It's
now, full disclosure, when we get there, we will at some point come to your booth and say hello and bug the shit out of you for a little bit.
100%.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. If I'm there, just say what's up. Like if I'm not like in the middle of a transition, I typically talk to everybody.
Or we can just walk past them. You just see this.
Right. I know exactly who it is.
Like, I know that guy.
It's those guys. Yeah, I'm really excited for it. I've been talking about it at work. We've been trying to get it out on our podcast, because again, we're giving those 2 tickets away. So it's just like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. We got, at first, we didn't have anything to do with the Ranger Stop, and Miss Nakia gave us tickets, and she was like, DJ, man, I don't know what we did right, but we did something right. And Nakia was like, now, if I give y'all these tickets, y'all going to be there because I want to see y'all there. I was like, she likes us.
She unofficially threatened us with kindness.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that sounds about right.
So she gave us 2 free tickets. So we she gave us 2 free tickets for us and 2 tickets to give away with this. And we ended up getting media passes. So now we're giving them away.
Yeah.
That's
so she gave us 4 tickets and they gave us 2 to do a giveaway. Now we're getting the media passes, so we have 2 additional tickets to give away. Well, we already have something set aside for those 2.
Yep.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I have some tickets to give away too that I give away during the takeover. And
nice.
Yeah.
What's the takeover? What's the takeover?
That is the name of the show where I interview people. Well, have conversations with people. I hate using the word interview because they aren't really interviews. I like having conversations with people. I have questions, obviously, but I make the questions to where they're very much open enough to where they just kind of steer a conversation. And I think that's more valuable for the person I'm having the conversation with and the people who are watching, because you're going to get stuff out of it that you normally wouldn't get out of just a typical clear cut. Oh, yeah. What was this like? How was it like working with this person? Or, I mean, you're just going to get a little bit more out of it. So that's why I use conversation rather than interview. But that is what we have named the series, because it was funny. We were talking about it and I put in air quotes. I'm like, oh, so our season premiere, because I do this every year now. We've been doing it since 2021. We had a few people do interviews, and then they're like, hey, we're going to give you a chance to do an interview, and they made the mistake of telling me if you do well enough, you'll do more. And in my head, that's just like, oh, this is a competition, and I'm hyper competitive, so I'm doing research. I'm like taking it serious, making sure that I set aside time to do it, making sure that everybody knows that I'm doing this. So leave me alone, but watch, but, and then it was just really well. And they're like, hey, you want to do it again? I'm like, yeah. And then I just turned it into something that's mine. And it's really cool that they trusted me with it. And I got to talk to some really cool people that have some really dope conversations.
Nice.
That's cool, man. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, you can. It's Mondays, 5:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Is it just called the Takeover?
Yep. Okay. You'll see. Yeah, and when I have guests on there, you'll see who we're going to have and all that, and we pump it out. Days I don't have guests, it's just me kind of talking with the people and people putting in chat what they want to talk about, and just interacting.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I when I reached out on Rangerstop on their Instagram, I was really hoping you would be the one to answer, because I've watched a lot of your lives and I was like, all right, this dude's cool. But I was just gonna be like, let's see who answers. And then it turns out it was you. So I was like, cool, this is perfect.
Well, the funny thing about that is, so like it came to my phone, and when you messaged, I was like, oh, I need to message Nakia, because what I didn't want to do was overstep a boundary.
Yeah.
I'm just that type of person. Like, I was pretty sure it was going to be okay if I were to be like, yeah, I'll do that. But I'd rather be safe than sorry when it comes to that stuff.
I feel that.
So shot her a message, and she's like, oh yeah, go do the interview. They're awesome, blah, blah, blah. So then I'm like, all right, cool. But I meant to do that right when you guys sent the message. And I got busy and distracted. And then I happened to look at it the day I did message you, and I'm like, oh crap, I need to find out about this. And so then she's like, yes, do the interview. Yeah, they're awesome. And then that's when I messaged you guys. But yeah, no, I was very I'll tell you what shocked me when it was like, oh, someone, we were wondering if someone from Rangerstop and Pop, like DJ Marvel will do it. I'm like, me specifically. Like, oh, all right. That's still weird to me, man. I'll never get used to that.
Dude, the one thing that I told Nakia when she was on was, I understand that when we act like little fangirls, you have to understand where we're coming from. The fact that somebody we grew up with is talking about us, mentioning you, things like that blows our mind.
Oh,
the fact that
that's why I don't have hair.
It's just, it's not a bad thing, I don't think. It's just more of a shock. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that what people, and I think all of this gets lost in translation on a lot of people, is that at the end of the day, everybody who is involved in those interactions is a human.
Yeah.
So I'm huge on mental health. I talk about my mental health journey openly all the time. Like, it's probably annoying to some people, but I don't care, because for the one person I'm annoying, or even the 10 people that I'm annoying with it, there could be one person that needs to hear it, and that's the person who I'm trying to reach. So I'm very much about mental health and giving grace because of mental health, but people taking accountability also, all of that. But I think that when people are like kind of tired, it's like they've been on all day, and being on, as I get older and I've been more in tune with my mental health, being on is, excuse my friend, being on is fucking exhausting for long periods of time. Like, it takes a lot of energy to just be on if there's not a high for you to ride. Now, luckily for me, when I have to be on for long periods of time, there's typically a high for me to ride, right? So I'm more worried about making the crash a gradual crash rather than I'm up here, then I'm down here, right? But
I feel that.
But I think that when people, especially when you're catching them at the end of the day, towards the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like people are coming with that, oh my God, and that's a valid feeling.
Yeah.
But then also it's a valid feeling to be like, hey, how are you? Because we've been up since 10 o'clock in the morning and we've been talking to everybody with this crazy energy from 10 a.m. It's 6:45.
Yeah.
And so that's the only thing that I would ask of people. Just give grace.
Yeah.
Everybody in this situation is a human. The emotions are valid.
Yep.
Their exhaustion is most certainly valid. And, nothing personal. I don't think that anything is an attack on anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just understand everybody's a human. Even our superheroes are humans.
Even our role models, yeah. Absolutely agree, dude.
It's like me and Jay have had this conversation a few times before. You'll go to cons or whatever, and at the end of the day, the guests there are normal people. It's a person just like you and me.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people forget that. Like they have, they'll have their handlers helping them get to the photo shoots or the panels or, whatever they have going on that day. But you have to remember that 99% of the time they have a strict schedule that they have to adhere to at the cons. And that's just at the con. That's not taking into account flying there, flying back, going to another one, going home, what have you. They're people just like us. They have bad days. They may not eat for 8 hours. They may have had a horrible night's sleep. They could be sick. You don't know. And a lot of people look at them, and I'm going to be honest, I was guilty of it at one point in time too, until I grew up and realized, hey, they deal with the same stuff that we deal with.
You grew up?
A lot of people,
sure
a lot more than you did. A lot of people look at it like, you're my superhero, you should be 100% 24/7 and give me the time of day regardless of what's going on. But that's not the case, man. People need 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there to rest, to unwind. Because at the end of the day, if they don't, they're going to break. And it's not going to be fun for anyone.
Yeah. Yeah. And then also, I think, kind of circling back to what you just said, part of the problem is that since they are famous and they're so visible, people equate that visibility to access.
Yeah.
And that they are entitled to that access. Not necessarily. In a con setting, obviously, like when you're at the table and you're walking up and you go through the proper procedures to get that time with that person, yes. But like when they're walking around, when they're trying to get dinner, things of that nature, like I think a lot of people have this unwarranted, really. Well, no, I won't say unwarranted. That's a bad word for that. But they
have this idea.
They have this conception that just because we have seen this person all over the place, that, oh, well, I should just be able to have access to you and you should just take a picture with me just because, blah, blah, blah. And some people, me personally, I'll be completely honest, I will take a picture with somebody anywhere. My wife was super pissed off when we walked into the hotel last year for Rangerstop and Pop because somebody came up to me. They recognized me from the IG Live conversations, and they asked for a picture, and I said absolutely. And that moment made that person's day, and it made my day because I'm still like, well, who the hell am I for you to even want a picture with me? Right,
dude, if we ever get that, I will be like, all right, Tank, let's wrap it up. We're done with the podcast.
But no, I mean, you can't do that because the podcast would in theory, be why people are wanting to do that. That's like that happening to me and stopping DJing. Like, why would I do that? That's what got me here. That's why they want the picture, is what I bring to the table as a DJ and / I guess you could say / media personality.
Yeah. There's one thing I would like to say to you Tank, you know this, but there's one thing I like to say to you. Yes, I have a pen. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
One thing I like to say
chicharrones
is I've noticed growing up, I've always been in line with, Comic Cons and meeting celebrities and stuff. And what I've never understood is people will look at me while I'm behind them and they'll be like, I'm so sorry. I want to make something very clear. If you are in front of me, I will never, ever, ever rush you because you have that 5 minutes of that spotlight of the person that you look up to. Who the hell am I to rush you to get out the way? I can wait. The person that I grew up with, I've known for years behind a screen. I can wait 5 more minutes. Have your moment. And I've noticed that at cons that people will rush other people where they can see that person. And I'm just like, and that happened with Matthew Lewis, the guy that played Neville in Harry Potter. The girl kept turning to me and she was like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, talk to him. You're fine. I can wait 10 more 20 minutes if I have to. I'm good. And I've never understood that. And I've seen people do that. And I think it's stupid. Me personally.
Well, that's like, was it last year? We met Austin St. John.
Yeah.
When I went and got in line to get the Dragon Shield Red Ranger pop sign, I had like 10 people in front of me, and we were talking and chatting. And this kid, got up to him, and they were talking, and he started showing them a few moves in karate, like how to throw a punch and all this other stuff.
Oh, that's dope.
And I just looked at it like, this is something that I never thought I would see, because you get all these stories. I mean, it's going back to what I said earlier. They're people, they have bad days, or they may be sick and all this other stuff. But you get all these horror stories from cons and stuff about the guests being like, all right, here, just signing and going. But you also get stories about people taking time, connecting with their fans, giving them that 5 minutes of their undivided attention. And I think that's what people need to focus on more. Like, I get there's going to be bad times, but if you look at it like, yeah, that happened, but at the same time, so-and-so over here made this kid that has been watching them for years feel like the only person in the room and gave them that undivided attention. That's going to make their kids probably a year, if not more.
He's going to go to the school and be like, I learned from the Red Ranger how to punch. Oh, shit.
Yeah, like we used to do in the 90s. No.
Like, look what I learned from Power Rangers.
Yeah, literally. But I mean, that circles back to what we were talking about with the entitlement.
Yeah.
People feel like they're entitled to just the experience being tailor-made to their liking, when in actuality you're in a public setting.
Yeah.
And that I haven't run into that, thank God. I've never seen that. Knock on wood, I've never seen that, be it from somebody else or whichever. I mean, typically I'll just wait in the line just to be, respectful. Because again, I'm not that guy unless I absolutely need some information that is important for something that I'm doing for the con at that point, right?
Yeah.
But typically I will wait in line. I'm not that dude. I try not to be that guy. But I've never seen that. I have heard those stories. Again, it's just entitlement. It's just a certain level of entitlement where people think that they are just entitled to the experience being what they want it to be, and not taking into account the hundreds to potentially thousands to potentially tens of thousands of people that also are there and are also autonomous, individualized creatures that have their own reasons for wanting to do something. If someone wants just an autograph and they're like, okay, cool. But there are people who want to take that time and talk to people. And it's just like, they're entitled to that. You're not to ruin that for them because of your impatience.
Absolutely.
Like, if you pay, like, I know some cons offer like the VIP pass to jump to the front of the line. If you pay for something like that, or if you pay like you sell out like $500-$600 for a personal meet and greet or whatever. That's fine. You know, you paid to be able to do that. That's cool. But like me and Jay, when we go to cons, you know, we'll dip from the table for a minute and go to meet somebody or whatever. And while we're going to whoever's table, we'll run across Nakia or David Yost or Mick Foley or whatever. And as much as I would love to just stop and be like, hey, can we talk for a minute? I don't, because number one, they're away from their table. They're probably en route to a panel. They may be going to get something. You don't know what they're doing. And it's not in the setting to where you go and you talk to them. So when we walk by, we give them a, hey, how you doing? You know, now if they stop, like Nakia has stopped and talked to us once or twice, or, what is his name? Stuart and Rold from Letterkenny have stopped and talked to me at Preserve Halloween last year. If they stop, then yeah, I give them my undivided attention. But I'm not going to just stand there and stop and hold up all the people walking just to take up their time.
Yeah, that's a pretty good rule of thumb. I mean, one, you don't want to interrupt them if they're trying to get somewhere, but two, and more importantly, you don't want to be a fire hazard.
Yeah.
Because these places are like cramped. So.
Yeah, I ain't trying to cause something that somebody gets hurt and then they can't get to them.
Somebody's got to get trampled to get out of the building, and you're standing. Someone's standing there trying to have a conversation. You don't want to be that guy. Like, let's not be that dude.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I got you.
All right.
What's up, guys? It's your new favorite DJ Marvel here, letting you guys know that I will be at Rangerstop and Pop this June 21st through the 23rd at the Omni Atlanta Hotel. You can get tickets at rangerstopatlanta.com, or you could potentially win tickets from my guys Jay and Tank. Make sure you follow their channel to get all of the information to enter their giveaway. If for some reason, on the off chance that you don't win, rangerstopatlanta.com. Make sure you follow me on all social medias, really Twitter, IG, and Facebook, facebook.com/DJ Marvel Cincy, CINCY, on Twitter or X, formerly known as Twitter, and IG at DJ Marvel Cincy, CINCY, all one word.
All right. Well, you heard the man, guys. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up. You heard the man. Get your tickets now, or just follow us and put down hashtag Power Rangers in the comments and enter your chance to win. So it's simple as that. Make sure you follow us on all of our platforms. Our stuff is right down there. The little QR code, Hesitation Station on all platforms. We're all there. And make sure you follow our new friend, Mr. DJ Marvel. He gave his socials. It's all there. So, which we'll put on here eventually. And make sure you follow everybody. Make sure you show the love. And we will see you guys on the next episode. Peace.
Later, guys.
Goodbye.